Today's episode of Looping Through Life is brought to you by the band Fictional Reality. Listen now on Spotify. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Looping Through Life. Here today for yet another coaster dive. Headed to the Midwest this time for my favorite wooden roller coaster of all time. Not RMC, but actual traditional wooden roller coaster. My favorite of all time, the relentless beast known as the Voyage.
Oh, baby, now we're talking. The Voyage isn't just a coaster, it's a rite of passage. Tall, fast, aggressive, everything you're not.
You know, it's always nice getting insulted 15 seconds into when I hit record, Ferris. Can you just give me a break for once?
Don't act surprised. You called the Voyage a hidden gem, like it's some cute little boardwalk ride. It's a 6,000-foot gauntlet of airtime and violence. Meanwhile, your idea of thrill is debating whether to get mild or medium salsa. You once threw up on a Zamperla.
Hey, leave me alone with that, okay? Right before the ride, I ate a burrito, and that's what happened,
Sure,
okay?
let's blame the burrito. Anyway, buckle in, folks. Let's take the real journey into the woods, airtime, heaven, and whatever's left of this guy's spine.
You're in the middle of nowhere, Santa Claus, Indiana, a town with streets named Candy Cane Lane and Reindeer Circle. But hidden among the cornfields and Christmas kitsch lies a wooden roller coaster so intense, so ambitious, and so unapologetically relentless. It's earned a reputation as one of the greatest wooden coasters in the world. This is the Voyage, and it's exactly what the name suggests. A journey, a pilgrimage, a 2-minute, 45-second wooden crusade through terrain, tunnels, airtime, and sheer coaster mayhem. Let's dive in. The Voyage is part of Holiday World and Splashin' Safari, a family-owned theme park with deep roots in Americana. The park opened in 1946 as Santa Claus Land and has grown into one of the most beloved regional parks in the country. And it's still owned by the Koch family, now run by fourth-generation members. But the Voyage? That was a whole new beast. Unveiled as part of Thanksgiving, a new holiday-themed section of the park, the Voyage opened on May 6, 2006. It was the crown jewel of Holiday World's growing reputation as a thrill-seeker's paradise, already home to the Raven and the Legend, two critically acclaimed wooden coasters that had won Best Wooden Coaster awards in their own right. But the Voyage wasn't just another wooden coaster. It was a mission statement, a declaration. A ride built to push the limits of what a traditional wooden coaster could be. The Voyage was designed by the Gravity Group, a relatively new firm at the time, but one built by veteran designers from the defunct Custom Coasters International, known for their intense airtime-heavy woodies. Holiday World gave them one directive: go wild. And they did. The Voyage stretches 6,442 feet. Making it one of the longest wooden coasters in the world. In fact, it was the longest wooden coaster in the U.S. until Kings Island's Son of Beast was demolished. It reaches a height of 163 feet, drops 154 feet at a steep 66-degree angle, and hits speeds of 67 miles per hour. But what sets it apart isn't just the stats, it's the way they're used. The ride dives through terrain-hugging drops, 5 underground tunnels, and a massive 24.2 seconds of airtime, among the most of any wooden coaster on Earth. That airtime isn't subtle either. It's violent, relentless, untrimmed. It slaps you out of your seat over and over again in the most glorious way possible. The track layout resembles a giant out-and-back style coaster, but it's anything but traditional. After the first drop, you're immediately thrown into camelbacks, twisted turns, 90-degree banking, and terrain-based plunges. Then, halfway through, just when you think you're done, it hits you with the triple down inside the tunnel. That's right, 3 back-to-back drops, underground, in pitch black. It's a rare moment in coaster design where thrill, creativity, and sheer lunacy align perfectly. Ask any hardcore coaster fan what the greatest ride experience in the world is, and many will say the Voyage at night, during Holiday World's HoliWood Nights event, running with no trims. Let me explain. Holiday World, unlike most parks, listens to its fans. Once a year, during the enthusiast-exclusive HoliWood Nights, they remove the mid-course brake trims on the Voyage. The result? Chaos. Absolute wooden chaos. You barrel into the second half of the ride without slowing down, tearing through those tunnels and triple downs at full force. It's faster, rougher, more aggressive. And in the pitch-black Indiana woods, it's downright mythical. You don't ride the Voyage at night. You survive it. And if you're lucky, you stumble off giggling like you just saw God. Now, wooden coasters require upkeep, a lot of it. And a ride this intense? Even more so. Over the years, the Voyage began to show its age. By the mid-2000s teens, riders reported increasing roughness, particularly in the return run. Holiday World didn't ignore it. Instead, they doubled down on maintenance. From 2016 onward, Holiday World began an aggressive series of retrack projects. Much of the work was done by the Gravity Group, using their in-house technology called Vertical Engineered Track, or VTREX track, a prefabricated track system that provides a smoother, more durable ride. By 2020, more than 1,400 feet of the ride had been retracked, and in 2023, Holiday World announced one of the most significant rehab projects yet. Another 800 feet of track replaced, focusing on some of the more intense sections like the exit from the Triple Down Tunnel and portions of the return run. The result? As of 2024, the Voyage is running better than it has in years. Still aggressive, still intense, but much more rideable. The retracking has restored the magic without neutering the ride's legendary punch. The Voyage isn't just a coaster, it's a rite of passage. It's won numerous awards, consistently ranked in the top 5 wooden coasters in the world by publications like Amusement Today, and remains the crown jewel of Holiday World. But more than that, it's a ride with soul. It's the product of passionate designers, a bold park willing to take risks, and a fan base that treats it like a sacred experience. It's intense, relentless, and unforgiving, but never gimmicky. It doesn't rely on screens, launches, or spinning cars, just wood, steel, gravity, and pure coaster chaos. You don't just ride the Voyage, you endure it, you celebrate it, and if you're lucky enough to catch it at night, under the stars, no trims, you remember it for the rest of your life. From its record-breaking airtime, to its iconic triple-down tunnels, to its non-stop pacing and passionate upkeep, the Voyage is more than just a coaster. It's one of the finest thrill rides ever built, and a testament to what happens when a park says, "Let's do something insane." That's gonna be a wrap into this coaster dive. Thanks for joining us for the ride. Now it's back to the studio with Ryan and Ferris.
And that's going to be a wrap today, guys, for our deep dive into the Voyage. This wooden airtime machine is nonstop and is one of the best coasters on the planet.
Unlike you, who peaked in 2009 and still thinks Applebee's counts as a date night.
Well, okay, I mean, the coaster was aggressive, but your insults are untrimmed, too.
Much like the Voyage, I don't believe in breaks. That ride is a work of art. Relentless, intense, legendary. You, on the other hand, get winded putting on socks.
Either way, be sure to like, comment, subscribe down below, all that good jazz. Let's wrap this up before Ferris said something that's going to get us banned.
Too late. I called a Disney adult emotionally stunted with credit card debt. Subscribe, or I'll tell this guy. The Voyage has a secret Easter egg, and watch him wander the woods for 3 hours.
I mean, I would do that.
I know. That's why you need help. See you next ride on Loopin' Through Life.